Welcome to Pathways of Hope. I'd like to at least share with you an insight from the gospel passage today. Let me begin by asking you, have you ever experienced being on shaky ground? Life is unstable, you don't know what will happen next, and you're probably searching for what's the next step. Well, the story today is a story when Peter declared his experience of Christ and who Christ is for him. And that changed his whole life. Let me read to you the passage for today. It's Matthew chapter 16, 15 to 20. And he said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" Simon Peter replied, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus answered him, "Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood does not reveal this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. And I tell you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build up my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." Then he strictly charged his disciples to tell no one that he was the Christ. But the background to this passage is the Jews were waiting for the anointed one, for the king who will establish the reign of God finally among the Jews. And Peter, a classic Jew, and by the way, his name was Simon before, right? And he was also looking for that stable ground, the king who will settle everything. And then Jesus asked him, "Who do you say that I am?" And by that time, I think Peter had the conviction that Jesus is the Christ, the anointed one, the one who will give stability to their nation, and the one who will save them from their oppressors. But the major turnaround is Jesus then turns to Peter and tells him, "Hey, how blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah. Flesh and blood has not revealed this to you. My Father in heaven has revealed this to you. And because he has revealed this to you, you are now Peter the rock, and I will build my church on you." A lot of people say that this is the first establishment of the leadership of Peter. But more importantly, as disciples, we have a lesson to learn here. Our life can sometimes be on shaky ground. But all we need to do is be open to God. Be open to his work in our life. Because flesh and blood will not reveal this to us. God will. And if he does reveal himself to us and we accept him, we would experience something similar to what Peter experienced. Jesus will turn to us and say, "You are on solid ground. And I could build something with you." God bless you. And I hope that many of you listening to me today would open your heart to receiving Christ in a new way in your life and to recognize who he is. Because if you recognize who he is, you are not on shaky ground. You can experience the stability of the presence of God in your life. God bless you.